Hey guys!
Hey yo!
It's Double Chen showtime.
Yes!
We've got the Mike Chen over here.
Got the Dan Chen over here.
So today we got a really cool topic for you.
Yeah.
This week's topic is...
Why men and women can't, and I repeat, can't, as in cannot, be friends. This is an age-old topic, right, Mike? Like, people talk about this all the time. There's no wrong or right answer, except for there is a right answer in our case.
And when did it stem from? Where did it stem from?
Okay, my earliest foray into this question is from the movie When Harry Met Sally.
That's right.
I saw the movie. This movie, okay, rarely does movies like really kind of like get you thinking about certain things, but at the time I watched it late. I watched it in college. I love the movie, and it got me thinking, is Billy Crystal right when he says to Meg Ryan, men and women cannot really be friends? And I'm thinking, I got a lot of friends that are girls.
Yep.
I hang out with them.
Me too.
And I'm like, but what? But wait a minute. Wait a minute. When am I hanging out with them because they're really good friends with me, or because maybe there's a prospect of a romantic relationship in addition to the friendship?
And that's almost a subconscious.
Correct. Now, let me tell you something. In college, I really did have friends that were girls. So that's why this movie kind of shocked me, because when I heard that, I go, of course they can be friends. At the time, I counted on my hands, there's many girls that I was really good friends with that I had no romantic interest in. And that was the truth.
Yep.
Some guys, when they say that, that's flat out BS.
Right.
Flat out BS. And you can see right through it. In this case, in college, I really did have girls that I enjoyed spending time with that I didn't even want to be in a romantic relationship with. It wasn't until I was older that I realized that not only is this true, but it should be kept that way. Okay, and this is a very kind of a more of a traditional line of thinking, because I think that it's really hard for men and women to be really good friends because it's just a different dynamic. And honestly, like, a lot of times one person ends up getting hurt because one person ends up developing feelings.
Yep.
You know? And that's when things get complicated. So while I know a lot of girls, they'll say like, no, I have a lot of friends that are guys. No, those guys want to date you.
Okay, here's the thing. This is why the friend zone comes into play, right? Usually one party is always in the friend zone.
That's right.
Is always in the friend zone.
That's right.
And I'm going to tell you this. No matter, I think this holds true, no matter whoever friends you are that's of the opposite sex, I think the thought, at least once in your relationship, has crossed your mind of, what if we dated? Right? I think the exception does come. I think there is one exception, is if you both are just not attracted to each other.
Right. That's okay. I agree with that. That's the attraction. Now here's the thing. Maybe this can make me sound kind of bad, but as I grow older, and now that I get into relationships, I have a female counterpart. I'm older now. Honestly, like, I'm not saying I don't want a friend that's a girl, but I just enjoy hanging out with my guy friends a lot more. I don't know. Does that make me sound kind of bad?
No. Look, I mean, you're in a position with, okay, if you're around a female companion all the time,
right?
Like all the time,
right?
You meet some guy camaraderie.
Wait, camaraderie.
Camaraderation?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So for me, I think every single girl okay, we're not talking about just, we all have friends that are of the opposite sex.
Right.
But how good of friends are they?
Right.
Like, usually this really applies to, friends who are really close to you.
Right.
So I think for every single friend that I had that was really close to me, it always popped into my mind.
Right.
Like, because here's the thing, when you have such good chemistry, and again, I'm talking about really close friends of the opposite sex.
Right.
If you just have a friend who's like, oh, she's my friend, whatever, we see each other once a month.
That doesn't really count.
That doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you have a really close friend of the opposite sex, you're spending time with them, and then you start thinking, we have a lot in common.
Right. You're telling stuff to them that you wouldn't normally tell other people.
Right.
Right. So it's almost like you're dating them.
Exactly. And if you have such
Except
a
you're
good
not.
connection with your friend,
Right.
eventually the thought's going to pop in your head like, why
Okay.
shouldn't we give each other a chance?
Now, here's the thing.
Right.
Here's where me and you, I think, are very different. Let me ask you a question, okay? So now I think that men and women can't really be friends. I've seen it all, I'm 31 now, 31 this year. I will be 31. So I now, even if I don't have a girlfriend, I will not hang out with women alone. I'll hang out with them in a group. I will not hang out with a girl alone.
Okay,
unless, no, I'll tell you. But unless I am romantically interested in them.
Okay.
Because why? Because simple. I've already determined that men and women can't really be friends.
Right.
So I'm not looking for a girl to be a friend anymore.
Right.
I'm only looking for a girl to be my future queen.
Sure.
Okay. So therefore, if I want to hang out with you alone, that's already sign number one. I'm already telling you I'm interested in you like that. Okay. So now my question to you is, would you hang out with a girl alone?
First of all, her queen to your king banana?
Yeah.
You're king banana.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you're king banana.
That's right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I would hang out with a girl alone.
I know. Why?
Okay, here's why. I hang out with a girl alone because it's back somewhere in my psyche. I'm thinking there could be something.
Just so you guys know, the ones that are not watching the video and that are listening to this, I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head.
Because-
It's a hopeless romantic mindset.
Because here's me. All right. I don't think any of my friends that are girls, close friends that are girls, we ever stumbled upon each other like, oh, we just want to hang out. It's always been like a case where I'm like, maybe there's something there. Let me get to know this person. And then it became like, okay, we're just friends. It's not really dateable. We're not dateable, compatible to each other.
But then I'm sure you hung out with each other less.
Well, no, we don't. No, sometimes we don't.
Okay.
Some of my best friends in my life have been girls.
Right.
But always in the beginning, at least, I thought about like, you know what? I might be interested in this because I live in a world.
Correct.
I live in a world where I want to be best friends with my future companion, and I just want to see, let's be friends first. And sometimes this friendship turns into a friendship, but. The reason why this doesn't justify the argument that men and women can't be friends is that there's still something about your mind that you're thinking.
Thank you. You're living proof. You're living proof. I am too. I was in the same situation. So, ladies, all the guys that say, because a lot of this happens to girls more. They think that the men they're friends with are really good friends of theirs. Meanwhile, they are like Mike. They are good friends with you, but in the back of their mind, they're always wondering and maybe even pursuing, or maybe just keeping the option alive that. Maybe there could be something romantic.
There's always at least a spark.
Yes.
There's always at least a spark.
There's gotta be.
Whenever a guy and a girl hangs out alone.
Yes. It works both ways. So, but the other thing that you said is, see, this is what I find funny because you're like, yeah, I will hang out with them because how else am I gonna get to know them?
Right.
It's cool. I respect that.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing. Now that you're older, your thinking is a little different. You will hang out with them to get for the prospect of hanging out, for the prospect of dating them. But I think that you'll cut the relationship short if you quickly find that they are not dateable.
Right.
For you.
Because sometimes, guys, and this will happen a lot, the line between friendship and dating starts to blur.
Right.
Like it's getting to a point where like you hang out so much, your friends are like, "Are you guys dating?"
Right.
And you're like, "Oh, we're not dating."
Right.
But it seems that way, even to you. Have you guys ever seen that movie? Boys and Girls, one of my fave movies. It's kind of a ripoff on Harry Met Sally.
Okay.
The girl says to the guy,
Who is the girl?
The girl is
Rachel Lee Cook?
I forgot. No, not Rachel Lee Cook. It's this actress. I forgot her name. The guy is Freddie Prinze Jr.
That's why I said Rachel Lee Cook.
No, it's not. But she's the man. That's. I mean, she's
Who
all
Mike's
that. That's
in love
another
with,
movie.
was in love with.
Yeah,
by the
Rachel
way.
Lee Cook. I love you. Yeah, you're married, but and in the movie, she says to the guy, she's like, "Is the reason why you're not going after a girl because I become your girlfriend's substitute?"
Okay.
So basically, when you're in a relationship with the opposite sex, it does give you the feeling of comfort,
Right.
kind of like I am with a person.
Right.
We're not official or anything like that, but I do feel almost comforted because I'm not, I'm in with a certain person.
Right. My understanding of this definitely changed when I was in my early, and I think a lot of people's out there will change too. When I was in my mid-20s, I was early 20s to mid 20s. I was in college. In college, you don't do anything. You hang out with a lot of people. So it's a lot more conducive to having a lot of guy friends and a lot of girlfriends.
Sure.
Right? So yeah, I had tons of equal friends. But now, when I'm older, your priorities change. Like I was saying,
Yeah, sure.
you're looking for a family.
Yep.
You're looking to settle down. You don't have time for that many friends. You don't make a lot of new friends.
Right.
We have jobs. We have things we got to do. Therefore, now I'm like, you know what? Men and women can't really be friends because that's where I'm at in my life, and I just define it as a whole.
Exactly. So like the relationship I was talking about, when you guys are kind of, are you dating or are you not? If you're stuck in that relationship and you know you want something more, you got to get out of that relationship. Or you got to tell the girl where you got to get out.
You got to.
Because if you're looking for something more, it's really easy to be stuck in this whole thing like, and look, your brain is kind of lying to yourself. You're kind of like, oh, I'm just hanging out with my friend.
Right.
But really, this might be a person that you want to spend maybe more time with or more, take it to another whole level.
Right.
These are all things in the back of your mind. This is why men and women, they can't be friends.
Right, because
always have that spark somewhere.
And here's here's what it leads to. Okay, for example, friends like guy friends. I don't know about girl friends that are girls, because I know those relationships are really complicated. Guy friendships, not very complicated. Okay, like for example, like, oh Mike, can you do me a favor? Can you swing by my house, pick me up, and drop me off at my work? I'm gonna be late. Your response would be, bro, why don't you get your own butt to work? Because I'm busy today.
Yeah.
Okay, no harm, no foul. Yep. If I was a girl, I'm like, hey Mike, I'm gonna be a little late to work. Do you mind just swinging by and driving me to work? You'd be like, oh yeah, of course. The lines, you see how that line's a little blurry? Are you really friends? Because if we were friends and you treated the girl like you treated me, you would tell me to go get on a bus and get my own butt to work. But I'm a girl that you are attracted to.
Look,
Case closed. Case closed.
There's a lot of arguments about this, but look deep inside. Really look deep inside. Look around your friends, like real friends. And look, there's going to be a spark.
Yeah, and also ask yourself, would you treat that girl, if you're a guy, the same as you would treat your guy friend? No, you wouldn't.
True story.
You wouldn't. You would, no, that's game over. We just ended it right there. Game over. Another typical argument. Bro, let's go see How to Train Your Dragon 2. That's what I say. Mike goes, heck no, I don't want to go see that. Let's go see something else. If I was a girl, you'd be like, yeah, let's go see it.
Depends.
Case closed.
Do I have a spark for the girl?
Exactly.
I probably do.
Probably do. That's why you're friends with me in the first place. Oh, okay, guys. Anyways, let us know what you think. Definitely leave a comment below or leave it on our Facebook page.
Going on to our advice segment. Now, we talked about men and women and friends and relationship, all that kind of stuff. Now, let's say you are in a relationship. But,
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. But sometimes you're in a relationship and you can tell you're in a bad relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's the thing. The parties inside the bad relationship often don't realize they're inside a bad relationship.
Absolutely true. Wait, what is that saying? What is that saying where like the person can't see outside of their own thing? There's a saying.
Yeah, there is a saying. In Chinese, I know it.
Oh, what is it in Chinese?
第三者清, which means the third party sees it clearly.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. That's what I'm talking about.
Also, hindsight's 20/20, right? All sorts of that stuff.
Yeah. They're true for a reason.
Right. Now, when you're in a bad relationship, also, you're in denial most of the time. So, first sign of a bad relationship is, how do you feel when you're with this person? Are you like nervous all the time? Are you scared in a bad way? Like nervous in a good way is, is he gonna give me another diamond necklace?
That's a good nervous. No, you're talking about, and more specifically with guys, you're talking about like, oh man, are you kind of like treading on, like stepping on glass? Like,
is he another one of his moods again?
Yeah, like, or she.
Or she, it could go both ways.
Like if I hang out with my guy friends for an extra hour, is she gonna hurt me? Like, I mean, it's okay, you should think of the other person, but that's a little extreme.
Here's what, when you're with your companion for life, the number one thing should be trust and comfort, right? Like, you wanna be able to trust your significant other, you wanna feel comfortable around them. I mean, that's basic common sense. Like when I was already in college, and I had a first meeting with all my residents, the first thing I said was, hey guys, this is a safe environment. I want all of you to feel safe.
There you go.
You should feel safe more than any other place. You should feel safe with your significant other.
Thank you. So one, if you're basically saying if you're starting to feel very uncomfortable. Two, well, trust. If you don't trust your significant other, that's a huge sign that this relationship is not good.
Right.
So you got a choice: break it off or talk about it.
Right. So really look inside your own heart and how are you feeling? You should feel happy.
Yeah, definitely.
You should feel safe and happy.
I mean, look, there's going to be ups and downs with every relationship, but for the most part, you will find yourself like if you're constantly thinking about, did I do something wrong? Are they going to yell at me?
Yep.
Are they, gosh forbid, if they hit you, okay, that's bad. That should be sign number one.
And that should be like automatic
That's
get out.
Automatic get out, and also report that person. Hello, don't let them do that. And anyways, I got one. This is a simple one. If all your friends tell you that you're in a bad relationship, like Mike said before, you're in a bad relationship because you can't see outside of your relationship.
Right. Love blinds all, right?
Yes.
It's true. I've been in a relationship, you have as well, where we're so in love, we're like, oh, I'm like floating on a cloud and never so much. And
I'm like, Mike, man, you're miserable.
Yeah. And I've said this to my friend.
Yeah.
I've said this to one of my closest friends. I said, all right, you are miserable.
Yeah.
You are treading on eggshells every time you hang out with this person you're dating.
Right.
She's never happy. She doesn't make you happy. Why are you in this?
Exactly.
And of course, he married her. But
seriously, come on, guys. This should be a rule. It's not even like, okay, you'll always have that friend that just has something against somebody that you like or marry.
Oh,
whatever.
The love hater. Forget the love hater.
That person's cynical, watched one too many sad movies or whatever, or got brokenhearted too many times and is like, oh, it'll never last.
It's like me.
No,
I'm not cynical. Yeah. I love love.
Yeah, but if all your friends are telling you why, you got a problem. It's like, hey, you're kind of an alcoholic. No, I'm not. Come on, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Actually, I got one for the fellas, okay? And some of you guys might not agree, but I feel like, fellas, if you find yourself not trying anymore, you don't do all those things you first did when you started dating, you sit at home, maybe develop a gut.
Okay, I don't think that's going to describe a bad relationship. I think that describes a relationship that's not like hot anymore. That's like kind of you're entering the comfortable stage of your relationship. And I'm not saying that's right. I think you all should really try really hard, but that's not a signs of a bad relationship.
I thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up because this is why some people might not agree. You might say, oh, you know what? You guys are just getting comfortable with each other. This is why my advice goes to the fellas. You're not in a bad relationship, but I'm telling you, if you stop trying, your girlfriend or your wife is gonna notice and they're gonna start to resent you. Maybe not at first, but a little bit at a time until later they start developing those things and then it turns into a bad relationship. So my advice is, this is something that you do before it turns into a bad relationship. Because to me, if that happens, the guy has the control, it's kind of already turning into a bad relationship.
Okay, I see your point. Right. I got another point for you guys. Communication. Here's the thing. Unless you're dating like 007, like this person shouldn't have all those secrets. Unless this person's in the CIA, like there really shouldn't be all those secrets in a good, healthy relationship.
Right.
There should be, look, if you, like say we just had a guys' weekend in Vermont. And let's say Dan went to his girlfriend and said, hey, yeah, I'm gone for a weekend. And she's like, where are you going? He's like, none of your beeswax. That's not going to work very well.
If I said that, it'd be relationship over.
Right. I mean, what's she going to think? Like, oh, where did he go? I don't know. Who is he with? He's like, I'm with Dan, but how does she know? I'm just saying, this is the basic lines of communication that couples needs to have a good relationship. When you're like, I think when a couple, when you stop basically talking to the other person, like you get home, you're like, take your pants off, throw on the floor, like off to bed. Next morning, wake up, go off to work. There's something wrong.
Yeah, there's something up. I agree.
All right, guys, those are what we think are signs of a bad relationship. And again, you might not know you're in a bad relationship, so look out for the signs. And really, most importantly, it's about how you really feel.
Definitely. And as always, guys, let us know what you think. And here at the Double Chen Show, we love to hear your comments and your questions, and also topics that you bring up. We'll talk about it. We've actually done that a lot before. People brought up topics and we've talked about them.
All right, guys, off to our rapid fire section. 60 seconds on the clock. Dang you.
Skiing or kayaking?
Skiing.
All right.
Because I love skiing.
But you also like
so much.
to kayak.
I love to kayak, and we just went kayaking for the first time ever.
That's
I
right.
loved it.
Yep.
Kayaking. Okay, here's the thing. Kayaking and skiing to me are all very good romantic activities, because when you kayak,
not skiing.
Skiing is great.
No. Skiing weekend in Vermont is great.
Yeah.
But I'm literally saying, my question is literally skiing down a mountain for fun or kayaking for fun?
Okay, skiing is more fun.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the romantic factor always plays a role into it. For me, anyway.
Okay.
I'm like, look, skiing is great, but skiing holiday with your significant other is awesome.
Better.
Yeah,
Having hot cocoa by the
kayaking
fire.
with another person, that's not as fun.
Yeah.
Because how long can you kayak?
But
for? Like an
knowing
hour.
you though, you probably do some cheesy thing like, let's kayak to a little island where I make a picnic for you. Then
Did
we.
someone tell you about that?
Yeah, you did.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock for me. You're on death row because you murdered a bunch of puppies.
Okay.
Okay. Last meal, what would you have?
My last meal. My last meal probably Shanghainese soup dumplings as an appetizer, and then I would say I'm not gonna do steak because I know that's what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna do a steak. I'm gonna do Shanghainese soup dumplings as an appetizer, maybe some kind of Italian pasta. Yeah, I love pasta.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, and then maybe like
What's on the pasta?
pasta like the spaghetti sauce.
That's it.
No, but
Pasta with spaghetti sauce.
No, but with like zucchini, mushrooms, sausage, little crushed red pepper. I'm a simple guy. Probably.
It's your last meal.
Yeah.
You don't want like a hunk of steak?
No, I don't want a steak. I want stuff that I like all the time. Okay, and something with egg. I love eggs. So something with eggs, soup dumplings, and a pasta. That'll be my last meal.
Whatever.
I know what you're gonna say. Tell them what you're gonna say.
Yo, I want so much. I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, I should ask you that. You would have literally sat
It's a
there for a
list.
minute.
It's a
No,
list.
you would have sat there for a minute, speechless. You would have been like,
I would have been like, can you delay my execution by like 2 days and let
Yeah.
me just like get more into it?
Exactly.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock for Dan. Go.
out of these three places, Greenland, Madagascar, or Russia, where would you go visit? And not Russia like the city, like Siberia.
Ew, why Siberia?
Because I picked three random remote places.
Well, Greenland's not that remote. Greenland's got people.
Barely. The Greenland is a sheet of ice.
Have
practically.
you seen The Adventures of whatever
Smitty No, I haven't seen it.
Yo,
Okay.
Greenland's beautiful.
Okay,
I
so
go to
you would
Greenland.
pick Greenland.
Yo, they got
Okay.
like beautiful
No,
seafood.
dude. Greenland is
And the
covered
scenery?
in ice, though.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. It looks
Yeah, but it's
beautiful.
cold as heck.
But it's beautiful.
All right.
Madagascar, I just, I seen the movie. I don't know much about it. Like, I probably get eaten by a lion or something.
I would be like, I'm just gonna stay home because neither
No,
of those
well,
three
you can't.
places.
You
Oh, you know what? I go to Siberia. And you know why? Because then I would say, hey, I've been to like Siberia. You know, Siberia is always
But
like.
how would you tell anyone that after you're dead?
Why would I die? It's Siberia.
You're in Siberia.
Yeah,
You're
so-
gonna die.
No.
You will die.
It's just remote.
You die in freaking like Iowa. You will die. 60 seconds on the clock for me. Go. If you can marry any actress in the world from history to now, who would it be? That's a toughie.
From history.
Ooh. So you got like, what's her name?
You got like.
Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, like the classic
beautiful.
beauties, like Raquel Welch. I have one. I would marry. It's gonna sound kind of shallow. Well, I would say I would marry. Well, currently I would marry Jennifer Lawrence
Really?
because she's beautiful.
Really? Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence.
J-Lo?
Yeah, but J-Law. J-Law.
Yeah, sorry.
But
Sorry.
but maybe like somebody like maybe like Princess Diana. She's
Really?
got the class. She's got the beauty.
All right. All right.
I might go that route.
All right. Okay.
What about you?
I think I would have to marry.
Don't say a cartoon character.
Why would I say a
just
cartoon
kidding.
character? Audrey Hepburn.
Really? Why?
Dude, have you seen Audrey Hepburn?
I've seen her. I don't know. She doesn't really do it for me,
You
honestly.
talking about class?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't really know what she's like. There was no social media back then, so we couldn't really spy on her.
Ah, that's a good one. I like that one.
60 seconds on the clock for Dan. Get.
When you become a father one day, what kind of dad would you be?
All right. One day, like in distant future, I would be. What do you mean? Like, I'll be an awesome father. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
specifically?
what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do with your kids? Like, for fun, you know, what are you gonna do that you're gonna be to make you an awesome dad?
Or a girl, or did I have a daughter or a son?
Let's say you have a son.
What am I gonna do with the son?
Yeah.
I don't know. Take him out to like things I like to do. Like take him out skiing.
Okay.
Take him out to the
Baseball
woods
games.
and like teach him how to survive off the wild.
Okay.
Baseball games, yeah, absolutely.
Teach him how to cook a steak.
Kids don't eat steak when they're young.
Oh, okay, right.
So let's cut the steak
Yeah,
out
but
for now.
Yeah, but your kid.
But I'll take them to buffets and train them in the art of buffet food.
So you'll basically be like a Western dad.
Yeah, I'll be more like a Western dad.
Exactly. You'll pretty much do. This is gonna be sad. Everything that your dad didn't do with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hug him a lot.
Yeah.
And, because I want to establish that thing.
Yeah, connection.
60 seconds on the clock for me. Go. If you could be a major player, a really good player in one sport in the world, which one would it be?
Oh man, that's a good question. When I was young, I would have said football, but now given the like basically if you play football, you're gonna be brain dead soon. I'm not gonna do that. I don't like soccer, but soccer just seems so international.
Hurry up!
Come on, man! One sport. Oh my God, so many things to think about.
Come on, dude.
Basketball.
Really? Why?
Yeah. It's
You
not
play
my
basketball?
No, it's not my favorite
The shortest
sport.
basketball player in the history of the world.
Here's the thing. It's not my favorite sport, okay? But if choosing what abilities, I would choose basketball because I would love to dunk. I would love to have ball handling skills. I love to like be a guard like Michael Jordan. I would love to do basketball, and it's on an international stage, okay? So I would have to take basketball.
I would do golf.
Golf?
Because you can play golf till you're like 70. And you don't get hurt. You're just playing golf.
That's
Was the ball gonna smack you in the head?
boring.
Dude, they make a ton of money.
Yeah, but
Tiger
it's-
Woods is like a billionaire.
Yeah.
You can play till you're like 80.
Dude, basketball's so exciting.
Whatever. You don't make that much money. You got a salary cap.
Whatever.
All right, guys, that's it for this episode of the Double Chen Show. And again, all Double Chen shows will now only be on the Double Chen channel. So
The Double Chen Network?
the Double Chen
That sounds good, right?
Empire.
Yeah.
Double Chen World.
Double Chen
Universe.
Yeah.
Double Chen Nation.
Yeah.
Double
Double
Chen
Chen Nation.
It's awesome. So make sure you subscribe to this awesome new channel
And download the podcast because
yeah.
that will help us be able to make more for you. Maybe on a daily basis for you.
And we love you. So
Yes.
see ya.
Peace out.